Donington indeed.
Right.
Just having a quick look at the points there, mate. Pallet, Ross and Weston, those guys are separated by 32 points with 50 points still on the board.
You mentioned that Tyler Donovan, this year's Retro 1000 and Ultra champion, he's there on the grid. He likes the wet.
He certainly does indeed. Away the lights go then. Obviously it's the MRO 600. These guys are usually pretty quick, and straight away Tyler has only picked up 1 or 2 riders, but he's going to be strong on the brakes into Redgate for the first time. Let's see, where does he slot? He's made up 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 or 6 places. So let's see how far Tyler can charge through, give himself a good position for the next race. Here we go, down through the Craner curves for the first time. Obviously, this is where we've seen a lot of people come unstuck. I think we're into about 20 odd so bikes so far this year. Everybody cleanly through there for the first time. Everybody's going to be a little bit of trepidatious through there, I would have thought, simply because the conditions are rather tricky at the moment. Everybody's still finding their feet and trying to get into the groove. Down they go, then up they go, I should say, to McLean's. Can't quite see who that is leading because slightly difficult to see through our rather misty window at the moment, mate. You got any ideas at all?
It looked like Michael Tustin was leading, but someone just going around the outside there, I think, as it went through the right-hander. In fact, it is Michael Tustin who's leading then, so it is Tustin who is in second, but does take the lead of the race as they come around Coppice on this opening lap. Of course, these guys will have the 10-lap race, 2 of those today, for the Dark Motorsport MRO 600 and Clubman 600. But Michael Tustin is leading the way on the screen here. We'll get confirmation when they come out of the Robert chicane any moment now. And there they are, right on cue. It is Michael Tustin leading the way from Sam Hurst, and then it's Elijah Everton who's made up a position on Henry Ross. Then it's Barry Darnlow, Zach Weston, and Matt Pallett is just coming across the line now. So Matt Pallett keeps these in 10th position.
Sam Hurst down the inside there at Redgate. We know this kid likes the wet. Remember how well he went in Campbell in the wet, so Michael Tustin's lead has just got. Michael went free wide into the corner there. I wondered if he was going to try and get the cutback, but he couldn't quite do it there. Everybody safely through Redgate for the second time of asking. Cross the line, the order was Tustin, Hurst, Everson, Ross, Daimler, Weston, Cunningham. So Weston dropping back quite a few places there, 4 or so. So not a good opening lap. Him, Reese Forrest leading Clubber, making up 4 places on that opening lap. Matt Pallett in the side of the top 10, but only just. Having a quick look where Tyler comes across the line. He had a bit of a wobble somewhere, but he's 17th across the line for the first time. The leader's already up towards McLean's, and I think that is Sam Hurst leading.
Oh, sure, he's gone wide on the exit of McLean's there, so you're right, I believe it was Sam Hurst. But this time around, it's Elijah Everton who's leading the way. So Elijah Everton, I think that's the first time we've seen all season that the man from Horncastle is leading the way in the MRO 600. And we can see that all green number 440 Kawasaki out in front. So a good start to this race for Elijah Everton. And into this weekend, Elijah Everton, he was 11th in the championship.
He hasn't been doing that many rounds,
No, 1 podium, and that's in the very first race of the season. So Zach Weston moved up to 2nd position. He was in 6th, and now he's 2nd. So good stuff there for Zach Weston. Then it's Sam Hurst up next in 3rd. Looking on the inside of Zach Weston into Redgate, but will make it.
Yes. A big squeeze. He's strong under the brakes there. Goes a little bit wide, but Zach Weston can't make the comeback. Also looking for a comeback there was Henry Ross as well, but 4-time winner for the last 4 races as well. Let's have a quick look for the fans of Donovan. No, doesn't make up any more time as he tries to get to grip with the 600. Very much a different machine to ride. Rather than the Kawasaki ZX10 he's more used to riding. He says it's very weird having to scream its rev limiter off around the corners, unlike the big Kawasaki where you just drive out of the corners. But evident it is for the lead at the moment, but I think Zach Weston is coming and coming quickly. It's the fastest man on the track.
Sam Hurst who's up there in 2nd position, Zach Weston in 3rd place. That's Henry Ross in 4th position across the line. It was Barry Daimler who was in 5th place. Michael Tustin had dropped 5 positions on that one, so he ran very wide up there at the top end of the circuit. But it is Elijah Everton who's leading the way, and in that first split, he's pretty much on par with Zach Weston. Sam Hurst and Henry Ross all quite equal in that first split.
Matt Pallett says the overall fastest split time, and he's in 9th place over the line last time, so he's obviously looking to regain some of the lead positions he lost on the opening lap there. Certainly Weston managed it last time, but have a look at Elijah Everton. That's a great lead the youngster's got over the line. He comes looking for his first gold medal. He sets the fastest lap of the race so far, ahead of Hurst, Ross, Weston, Daimler, Cunningham. Dropping down the order a little bit there was Tustin, loses a couple of places. Dickinson stays where he is, so does Paul Bloomfield, but Forrest still leads the Popham as well. Still lots of chopping and changing going on throughout most of the field there. people find their feet to sort themselves out. The number 55,
Addy
machine
Behal.
for of Addy Behal, unfortunately into the paddock there. Western losing a couple of places as well as Hurst and Ross go past him there. Leaders will be back up to Starkey's, Schwantzkirk in just a moment. That rain is quite heavy on our windows here now, isn't it, Bradley?
It certainly is, but Elijah Everton is not being slowed down by it. He's still got around about, what's that, 6 or 7 bike lengths as they go around the right-hander up there at McLean's. Out of that right-hander and on the approach towards Coppice now. Of course, it's a blind approach in towards Coppice, isn't it?
It is indeed,
go
yes.
up the rise and then tip it in.
Tip it in, you basically turn your working turn in point, working break point, working turn in point, just turn on the point, hope everything goes the way you kind of planned it. Zach Weston now with another fastest first, second time he goes purple there, but everybody else is going green as well, so everybody pretty much on the pace within a couple of tenths of each other as they make their way down to the Robert chicane once again. I have to say Elijah Everton was looking very good indeed. He's enjoying that empty track in front of him. Over the line last time, the gap was 1.054. Let's see if Sam Hurst has been able to close it this time. Over the line he comes, yes, 0.8 to Sam now. No, it's Henry Ross, sorry. He goes quick as he moves up to second. However, Reece Forrest has now set the fastest lap of the race, so it's all chopping and changing there, and Zach Weston is right in the mix as well, only quarter of a second behind. So lots of purple lights coming in on various places there, but nonetheless, it is Elijah Everton who leads the Henry Ross, Sam Hurst. However, we are 4 laps into this 10-lap race. There's plenty of time to get it right or get it wrong somewhere around the circuit. Tyler Donington, first time out on the 600 there, up to 14th place. So he's making up progress very steadily indeed. He's right behind Jake Anderson, and he's coming up as a clubman actually. I don't know how, maybe he is a clubman. I'm really not 100% sure. I'm not sure his licence status is. But nonetheless, he'll be looking for a podium then in that case, because he's actually only one away from picking up a first ever medal, first time out on the 600. What's happening with the job end, mate?
Sam Hurst may have dropped a position. I think that could well be him in 5th place there. And yes, certainly the lights went out in different order. Barry Daimler, we can't discount him from this one because he is, he's on personal best in sector number 1 to really put some distance between himself and Gareth Cunningham just to make it a more definitive top 6 in this race. But they're already down the back straight, heading towards the braking zone, in towards Roberts. They're through the right, over to the left, and it is still Elijah Everton, a bit of a... Tell you what, that's a warning sign there, isn't it, for Elijah Everton? Side by side between him and Henry Ross. On the approaching towards Redgate, Elijah doesn't want to give up that race lead, but I don't think he's going to have a say in the matter, and it is Henry Ross who just squeezes the brakes a little bit harder.
Elijah straight back at Hollywood though.
Got the cut back there. They're going 2 by 2 as they go down through Hollywood, and is that Elijah Everton with the advantage? It certainly looks like it is. Yes, Elijah Everton out in front ahead of Henry Ross. So the 440 Kawasaki leads the 141 Yamaha.
Wake up time there for Elijah Everton then. He really knows the race is on, and Zach Weston is the quickest one on the track there, and he's right in the mix as well. Barry Daimler not too far out of the action either. Sam Hurst dropping back just a little bit, but it'll be interesting to see if he can regroup, see some more purple lights appearing left, right and centre. Leaders up towards the top there at McLean's. That's a breakaway. Go on, mate.
That's Henry Ross who's out in front. So Henry Ross, he will hold on to the race leaders to go through that right-hander at Coppice yet again. And there's a little bit of distance between 3rd and 4th position, so that will be between Zach Weston and Barry Daimler. But the first split time would suggest that Barry is getting a little bit closer. He went 4 tenths quicker than Zach Weston in that first split, from the start-finish line round to the approach of Coppice. But already the race leaders are into the Roberts chicane yet again here at the end of lap number 6. So we are over half race distance. 4 laps to go now, and it's Henry Ross who has the advantage. But here comes Elijah Everton. He's in the wheel tracks and looking for the inside into Redgate.
Wide line there from the leader, and pace difference. Henry Ross, he does indeed hold on to the lead then. There's no great changes whatsoever. Did look as though Everton was going to go for the suicide squeeze down the inside. Kept his powder dry this time. A little bit of a change further back as Reece Forrest moves past on Matt Pallett as well there. Another change from Tustin and Dickinson as well. Tyler Donovan is now in 11th place, and he is second of the clubman. There's quite a few bikes between himself and the clubman leader, Reece Forrest, with a very impressive ride first time out on the R6 for Tyler Donovan. Different make, different type of bike completely. As up towards Schwantz goes Henry Ross, followed by the rest of the pack into McLean as they go. And Henry, he knows the taste of victory. He's done very well in the last few races, but unfortunately, his chances in the championship, his chances in the championship very good. He's actually only 5 points away from Matt Pallett in the championship. So actually, Henry Ross, this could be a championship winning performance. we've still got one race to go after this one, but with Matt Hallett down in 7th place, that plays nicely into his hands.
Yes, he's gone fastest in sector number 1.
Well, Tyler all of a sudden getting to grips quite literally with this R6, has all of a sudden deep into the race, gone purple in sector 1, and he's way down there in 11th place. But as they come across the line, Ross, Everton, Western, Daimler, Hurst, Forrest, Cunningham, and I'm just wondering how much of an empty track in front of him has Mr. Donovan got. He's got quite a bit of an empty track, actually. So I do wonder if he's going to be in with a good contention. He sets the fastest lap of the race at 21.159.
That would put him on pole for the next race.
For the next race, exactly.
If it was to stay that way.
Yep, so this could well be a championship upset, because obviously he's quite entitled to score points in whatever he likes. He is a club racer, he's not a British level racer or anything silly like that. Ross leads, continues to lead with 0.355 ahead of Everton. Western there, 0.462 behind.
Oh, sorry, you got some marshals there at Craner Curve.
Yeah, Craner. Somebody's joined the Craner Club. Another one for the Craner Club. The flags go out.
Rider is up and okay there.
Oh, good. Yep, in the gravel trap there. They made it to the gravel trap, or the edge of the gravel trap, and Rider is up, walking away. Not quite sure who that is. We'll wait and see. He doesn't trip the timing beam over the back there. There was a change there from about 5th or 6th place, I think, but that was all the lights have gone out, so there's nobody inside the top 9 or so, as we wait to get confirmation of that as the leaders make their way down the back straight. All of a sudden it looks like it's Michael Tustin. Oh no, the man who was in contention at one stage there of the championship is definitely out of it. This is his state in Australia now as the leaders come across the line then. That is Henry Ross, Zach Weston, who leads the way from Henry Ross. The fastest lap now to Zach Weston from Henry Ross. Elijah Everton drops to 3rd place. Sam Hurst makes up another place. He goes past Barry Daimler there. Then Matt Hallett goes past from Reese Forrest. Cunningham is across the line. But look at that, Tyler Donovan has now only got, he's about 9 seconds, so it's a big old gap. But nonetheless, still a strong performance into the top 10. So he's passed a dozen or so bikes to be in a very good contention and put himself on the front row for the next race at this stage. However, we've got 2 laps left in this race. And of course, in the wet, absolutely anything can happen if we wait for the leaders to come back into our view up there at Schwantz, which they duly do as they go to McLean's. Looks like Zach Weston's got his head in the shed and he's reaching deep to find those last few degrees of lean, that last little bit of squeezing the power on, and he is desperately trying to win this race. He went quickest in sector 2 last time. He goes quickest in sector 1 this time, right on cue. Thank you very much indeed. But a load of other PBs coming in as well behind him. All 3 riders go green as well. Ross, Weston and Hurst. Everybody wants this win. It's as simple as that. They're willing to put on as hard as they dare. They're going to come across the line. There's going to be 1 lap left. Hopefully those back marks that just went past us there are going to have no place to play in this race. It looks like they want. Oh, and down! Down goes Elijah Everton. Yep. Unfortunately, he spins out of contention there. He's into the air fence. He picks himself up very quickly indeed, but it's Kawasaki lays stricken, blending nicely into the grass. I'm sure the Marshals will be able to find it, but unfortunately for Elijah, his hopes of a first ever win in the MRO 600s and indeed his 2nd ever medal of the year just goes south at the worst possible moment as Weston comes across the line with a 2.5 lead. So the NW Racing team will be cheering away on the edge of the track there. Henry Ross still in 2nd, then Sam Hurst, Barry Daimler, Cunningham, Hallett, Forrest and Donovan is now even 9 seconds. 21.9, so he's a little bit quicker than his rival overall, but unfortunately he's going to be too far back. But Tyler Donovan, very impressive performance inside the top 10, first time out in a very competitive field. But right now, Zach Weston looking good to claim another win.
There's green flags over there at Starkids, and we can't see a yellow flag down there at the old hairpin.
Okay.
So whether there's
can't see anything on the screens at all, mate. No, we're all looking good. Everything's cleared up down here at the exit of Roberts. Haven't been too busy there today, but obviously the wet weather conditions might complicate that.
Sam Hurst hasn't come into the second sector.
No, that's a great shame for Sam. It's unfortunately for Sam. He looks like he's joined the DNF club for the 2nd time in as many races. Checker flag now goes out, and it is indeed Zach Weston who takes the win from Henry Ross. Hang on, yeah, there's Henry Ross. Sure, he took a while to come there, didn't he? 2.5 seconds is the gap. All of a sudden, Zach pulled out there. It is Cunningham who comes across the line in 3rd place there. So Gareth, good racing from him to claim a medal. Barry Daimler, Matt Hallett, Reese Forrest, and then Tyler Donovan, 7.5 seconds behind Reese, 2nd of the club, and so he gets the medal for his trouble. More impressively, though, he has made his way past 14 riders to aim up that position. Then it's Kai Dickinson, Aaron Hands in 9th, and rounding in top 10, 3rd place in the club is Jake Anderson as the rest of the field come across the line. Dongley, Muir, Bluefield, Faith. Gareth will be happy with that. Let's give him 5th in the 116 class.